Hi, Jason. Welcome to Japan. Beautiful weather. 25 degrees Celsius today. Verna, welcome to beautiful weather. It's so beautiful. Still not humid, but sometimes there's a little bit of rain, but yeah, it's nice. Some accessory. I thought it was diamonds. Wow, so green. Look how beautiful. How is it going there, Myrna? You got good weather? I'm just looking at ants. So many ants are out now. And I've been feeding my ants at home. Mealworms, eggs, all the protein, a little bit of honey, all the yummy stuff. It's hot. Here it's getting to be hot, but not hot yet. The azaleas are still blooming. And what is this? Some kind of an herb. What is this? Oh, that's mint. Peppermint? Spearmint, I think. Ooh, smells nice. Just back there was so many people doing barbecues. My gosh, what a nice day. It's like summer in Canada. What do they have here? Any cool activities? Anket. Prehistoric people's tools. Something to do with biology, nature. Park fitness. Ah, look at this. Fluffy clouds. Fresh leaves. They're like golden fresh leaves. You can see the green ones in the background. So many trees are flowering now. A bunch of old flowers are falling on my head. It's time to, trim the pines. I trimmed my bonsai. I cut off these shoots. I hope it will survive or look normal, I don't know. It's tricky. You don't like the heat? Which part of the world are you in? Southern United States? Yeah, heat is everywhere. Even in Canada. Here also nobody likes heat. It used to be nice, but now it's terrible. Too hot in the summer. Winters are better. central and it's so hot. Oh my gosh. You know, it's like Saskatchewan in Canada. Sometimes there's 40 degrees Celsius. Completely unbelievable. All the poppies growing in there. So nice. Poppy, 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 poppy. Airplane. Somewhere. Coming. So you probably would not be able to live in Florida. I think it's gotta be so tropical in there. Is it more tropical than here? I think it is. Oh, time for picnic over there, and picnic over there, and over there. So many picnic people. Preschool kids, more picnics. It looks like little kids are there. Yeah, I thought so, right? That kind of environment, humid, and yeah, this is what's here in Japan in the summer. That kind of yucky humidity. But you know, it's only in the summer. The rest of the year, it's so nice. Thank goodness, right? I think Okinawa must be like Florida, way down in the south. Yeah, that kind of humidity, I don't know. Can you imagine if you live in a country with that humidity, some Thailand or somewhere, and it's normal to you? What happens to you when you come to normal temperatures? Oh, who is this? Medgrad, welcome. Medgrad, everything is growing, and my plants are growing, and I planted tomatoes, and my potatoes are growing. It's so nice. We got strawberries growing. Thinking of transplanting, throwing out some other weeds. Rain shower, well, good for your plants. Yeah, there was rain here yesterday, so today everything is so nice and fresh. Very beautiful to be outside. Are you watching Andor? That's actually pretty good. You know, it's been so long since I watched the first season. I almost forgot what it was about, the rebellion. I only remember the jail, so it's hard to connect when you start watching the season 2 and what is really happening. And then it's so hard to figure out, like, where in Star Wars is this? Definitely growing season, nice. My mom in Saskatchewan was thinking whether to buy flowers now or not, and I looked, 1 week degrees Celsius. Oh, terribly cold. The jail, yeah. Yeah, it's been a long time for that Andor, but it's pretty good. Like the way they film it and all the what do you call it? The scenography. It's such a nice detail. You kind of feel like, oh yeah, those times. Feels like, you know, like 1970s pseudo Japan with some gimmicks, you know, and buttons and sliders and all 80s kind of, right? Oh, Gemma, it's you. Hello, thank you for coming. Beautiful weather before rainy season comes. Yeah, that's the thing, you just forget. Survivor is on. Survivor is ageless. I'm watching it, it's fun. Oh, another airplane coming in. Oh, past somewhere. Everybody's flying in for lunch at the airport with their own private planes. Oh, lots of but nothing here now. On the mound. Wow, this tree is huge. It actually splits into two. Oh, now the flies came out. You hear buzzing. This means the mosquitoes are out probably. Ah. No sign of the honeybees. There used to be honeybees 2 years in a row, and now I guess they didn't come back. They were in here. It was so nice to stand in their path of flight and they would fly around you. Ah. Is this the area of low reception? I think it is. Better walk faster. It will recover maybe when I pass through here. Oh, crow. Nice green. Look at these apricots. Winter sweet. I grew bonsai out of this and it's indestructible. Very hardy plant. Every time I thought it's frozen and dead, no. Comes around every year. Okay. Low bitrate warning. When will they improve the connection? Never. Someone will reinvent Periscope and it will be still too slow. What do I need to do? Oh, that's a big round mound. It says it's 5G here. It's been spring there for a while now. Well, sort of, yeah. But it's, like 23 Celsius, 25 Celsius. Doesn't feel like spring really. It feels like normal summer by my standards. What happens later is hell. Oh, I've been watching the the Walking Dead, Daryl Dixon, and what's the other one? The City. I made it to the most recent thing. どこかな？ここ日本です。東京。It's spring. So basically, I thought, there's gonna be some kind of an ending, and there is no ending. Oh, another airplane coming. Wow, 2 in a row. Must be some active travel season today. Oh, so nice. This is so great. Hi, airplane. Hikoki. I noticed this. Oh gosh, cannot see, it's so bright. This live is different from other YouTube live. It's vertical, because I turned the phone vertical. And when I do that, somehow more people show up. But when I do horizontal, there's nobody. I don't know, maybe it's some algorithm detecting, or someone is walking with the phone, and like a Periscope, we should feature them somewhere on YouTube. But when it's horizontal, it's more like no one cares because it's not for the phone. Too small to see. Ah, beautiful. It goes to some type of TikTok stream. Well, if you go to YouTube, I'm sure there is a tab where the live streams are, and I wonder if it doesn't appear in something somewhere. I don't know. It's gotta be somewhere. Another airplane came. That's a Cessna there. Gosh. We all remember Periscope. They sold it, and Twitter killed it. Periscope. What a fun that was. And nothing came that was like that. Yeah. Well, there's that heckle, but whenever I go on there, no one comes. I guess not many people use it. Or maybe only Australians and New Zealanders use it. TikTok, yeah. But TikTok live, I cannot get live. Do you have to have so many viewers, lots of viewers before you can do live? Because normal person cannot do live at all. You can keep on posting, but people are crazy. They just do it for money. Big tree, green field. The reception fluctuating. Echo has some strange scopers. I don't watch, I only broadcast. I only broadcast. No time for watching, I play I fly my Huey helicopter. That's all I do. Lately I've been playing Project Zomboid. What a atmospheric game. It's like, you know, so depressing, but it's kind of good. Yeah, you have to have some number of followers. Yeah, that's why. But no one would come probably. How many followers did I have? Nobody. Oh, green tree. Do you ever listen to air traffic control? I've been trying that out. Oh, air traffic control. You're getting into that hobby. Yeah, you know, I have my shortwave radio has the airband, and I also have a radio scanner and an antenna that can receive everything pretty much. Like the Discon antenna picks up everything from little by little here and there. It's pretty cool, and there are lots of airports here. Lots of airplanes in the air, and you can just listen and listen. Tune to Haneda, tune to Narita, tune to the air bases. The coolest thing is if you can tune into the digital frequency. What is it called? It's not ACARS. It's something S, DRS something. It's a system. Each aircraft has it. That system. Each aircraft has a GPS, and then digitally that is transmitted to the ground station, and it tells the traffic control exactly where the airplane is. So, you know, where the radar doesn't reach, this shows you everything, like the speed, where it's going to, where it started to go, what's the heading now, what's the speed, airspeed, and things like that. Is the brake broken? Oops. So you can actually map the coordinates on the map and track the flight as it's happening. So you can do it that way just by decoding the digital. But if you are too bored to make your own radio and antenna to receive that, you can pay to Flight Radar 24, you know, that website that tracks the flights. They do exactly that thing. They tune into that frequency and decode everything. So you can see all the airplanes. I think they also match the airplanes with pictures, but I think you can do that manually. You just have to download the whole database of the current airlines and how they look like. Google says that your vertical live streams can be found in the YouTube Shorts feed. Yeah, that's what I thought, because I think I've been scrolling there once and I looked and that looked like a live stream, but it took some time to connect. This is when I get featured and somehow I get more than one viewer and I get like 10 viewers, but no one says anything, and then someone else will after a few minutes said hi, because I think it says somewhere on the Google on the YouTube, do this to say hi or something. That's something like that. Anyway, I can recommend you, if you want cheap radio receiver, there is this free chipset, RTL, open source. It used to be a digital chip used for digital TV, but people exploited it, and you could actually listen to more than TV frequencies. You could listen to any frequency on that one. It's maybe $60 or 40 or not very expensive, but you get that, you connect that to a laptop, you download the free control software to it for it, and then you figure out what kind of antenna you need to whatever you want to listen. You can listen to anything with that. I think shortwave is possible, but maybe you need an up-down converter. But things like the airplanes, oh, that's like the best. Once you get into like all the digital modes, my gosh, you can just swipe through all the frequencies and listen to stuff and start decoding like radio teletypes, faxes. There's definitely a fax from Japan. There's a newspaper fax, and there is a what is it called? Weather fax with weather maps. On an app, ATC on an app. Well, you can do that too. Yeah. I think all the main airports are there. I think there's a website that lists all the frequencies and live streams of those air traffic controls. But fire up Flight Radar 24, then you can see the airplanes as they are flying or taking off, or whatever is happening to them. That's like to complement it. And the best thing is if you get that Flight Radar 24, the basic thing version is free, I think, and maybe you have to pay money for the extra features in it. But I see people at the airports here, they have like computer with a flight radar. They have the radio tuned into like all the multiple frequencies, or they probably have multiple radios. They have cameras ready. They have video camera ready. They have photographic camera ready. They just have everything for like airplane. What do you call it? Enthusiast. Yeah, Flight Radar 24. It's very handy. It does it for you, but basically, if you really want to get into the technicalities of it, you can tune into the digital signal. And behold, you need to have a decoder loaded on the computer to decode it. And it throws in what's the company, what's the flight number, what's the airplane, what are the coordinates, and how much fuel is left, things like that. They get transmitted. What else is there? If you get into shortwave, if they're flying over Pacific, there's no radios there, but shortwave reaches that far, so you can tune into the frequencies into that, and you can hear all the airlines like, this is United, and they are changing heading to this and that and blah 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 blah. It's just the tip of an iceberg with the airplanes. You can, once you handle the airplanes, you can move to satellites. Satellites are fun, especially the amateur satellites that are orbiting, and satellites are just line of sight, so you can basically hear anything that's flying overhead. Then there is also fax satellites, and they send a color fax of the image from above as a weather picture, like infrared camera, visible light camera. You can see the clouds and things. It's really cool. Yeah, satellites. And some satellites, some are geostationary, and some are they come and go. So like if there's a fax satellite that's coming, and you have separate program for calculating, where is it now and what time it will pass the horizon, so you can start listening for the signal. And then it also tells you have to calculate the Doppler shift. How the satellite is approaching, the frequency will be much higher, and then when it's going away from you, the frequency will start decreasing, so you have to compensate for that. And if you do that, you fire up the fax decoder and you get beautiful color picture of what the satellite was just showing. And then you can go into the space station, the International Space Station. They have a radio up there, and sometimes they talk with just amateur people down on Earth. So if someone doesn't have anything to do, they probably do that. You can hear them very nicely. You just have to wait for it to pass over, and they go really quickly, like 5 minutes, 8 minutes maybe. Except the space station can be seen very clearly. They have big solar panels, so it's very bright when it's passing. What else is there? There's everything. There used to be pagers. I don't know if you still have pagers, but pagers, you could see the messages and phone numbers. There used to be police, fire department that you couldn't listen to. Now they all went to digital. Long time ago. But lots of digital modes, and you can tune into some frequencies like number stations. Those are the spy stations. Like someone is sending like a code to somewhere, secret code, and they just speak numbers, and then the transmission ends. Oh, it's a butterfly. Then I think you can do things like some projects like bouncing a radio waves off a moon. I think there was something like that. I never attempted that. Yeah, what else can you do? You can listen to like taxis. They have a special digital system that manages the frequencies, so no one ever speaks on the same frequency. But I think you might need two radios for that to decode one frequency, and then have the decoder switch another radio to listen to on another radio. Lots of things to explore. Lots of things. You get sucked into this radio. It's really addictive, and it was really addictive a long time ago when the shortwave was still. There were lots of shortwave stations. Right now, there's still shortwave stations. I'm in Japan, and I can hear Australia and New Zealand from here, and it's like the next room. And I think I could even hear Alaska from here and parts of Florida, but it was so faint. Yeah, fun stuff like that. That was a huge. There used to be a huge world, right? Because you wanted to listen to international radio. You would go like there was. Radio Free Asia, I think it's still there. There was Radio Canada International, Deutsche Welle, German radio, Polish radio, Russian radio is still there. China has lots of radio stations in Russia. North Korea is pumping their propaganda and with strange music from 100 years ago. It's a lot of fun to just go from radio station to radio station. When it's summer and I have a hammock, I string an antenna on my balcony, and I keep listening for 2 hours, going from frequency to frequency. Wow, it's a big bumblebee there. Yeah, there's lots of stuff, and with the arrival of open source software, and computers. You don't need the physical decoder. You just need the software written by volunteers. And you can make your own antenna. You can go and buy an antenna, whatever you want to listen. You can make it out of a coat hanger even if you want. The projects are all there. It's fun. It's fun. Anyway, I'm gonna get going. Thanks for coming, and I hope you can start enjoying your next hobby. Don't forget to care for the plants. Anyway, bye for now.